So the topic I wanted to discuss today, I started thinking about after reading this book, Playbill at this theater. It takes you inside and gives you a history into all of the Broadway houses. It's really interesting, definitely a great read. I highly recommend it. And after reading a recent article by Michael Riedel in the New York Post, and that article focused on a new Broadway-bound musical called Nice Work If You Can Get It. It's going to be starring Matthew Broderick. And basically the problem that that show is having is that they're ready to come to Broadway, but there aren't enough theaters. Now, I'm sure there are several different opinions, and over the course of the years, the number of houses have changed. But what I want to bring to you guys today, and just sharing my opinion, is that I think we need some more Broadway houses. The last Broadway house was built in like the 1980s, in the last new theater. And I'm saying let's get some individuals in, let's get the city, let's get some organization to come in and build some more theaters on Broadway. And here's my reasoning for that. First of all, more theaters means that shows like Nice Work, if you can get it, won't have trouble getting to Broadway. And we can definitely therefore have greater selection for theater goers, since they'll be able to accommodate more shows, and there'll be more diversity among the shows because we can house so many different productions at one time in New York. And then also, it's just, I think it's better for the community, therefore, if you can have more shows playing and more theaters. That's more ushers, more box office managers, more actors employed. It's just really expanding the community, and it's going to help Broadway really grow. And then taking that a step even further, it's going to help the New York City economy, because Broadway contributes so much to it. Last year alone, it contributed $10 billion to the New York City economy. So having more theaters, think about all of the restaurants that would open up next to these theaters, all of the Broadway shops and New York shops that would try and get an influx of tourists. I think it would be great for the city to have, more theaters. And I think if there was more of the supply, that the people would come, and if there was more diversity. And it also, building some fresh new theaters, one, can allow you to do more state-of-the-art things, since a lot of the theaters are really old and have to be pretty much gutted anyway before a new show comes in. And I also think that it would be able to, provide some diversity for shows. For instance, Circle in the Square is the only thrust theater space on Broadway. What if we had some more of those? What if we just had more diversity among theaters? I think that it would be great. So I definitely want to hear what you think, and if you would love to see some new theaters. So you feel free to share your comments and thoughts. I look forward to hearing them. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.